And before going to be start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Vasu. Having 12 plus years of experience in testing. So presently I'm working in SELENIUM automation testing. So today's session will be like completely like the testing tools. So in this testing tools, we are going to be cover both the manual and automation testing. So the duration will be like 2 months, and daily we'll have the session like 1 hour. So do you have any queries before going to be start this? Yes. And if no queries, I will ask some queries to you. Okay.
Hi, Vasu.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know some information about this course. Are you saying that the 2 months duration of this course,
Yeah.
is it complete of manual testing and automation both together, or you have
Yeah, I will complete both manual and automation testing.
so especially I want to know the automation testing. It in automation testing is a programming part, right? So it is 1 month is enough for automation testing
Yeah, that is 1 month is enough.
because I don't know the developing CoreJava. So how can I get that much
Yes,
of knowledge about? Huh?
I'll explain the CoreJava, what is required for the Selenium. You no
Y-
need to worry on it.
Okay, one more thing, and I want to know the CoreJava entirely or from depth or how much I require. Uh-huh.
I'll explain what exactly you required it. In the training itself, we will cover everything.
Okay, okay. Thank
You
you,
no need
Mr.
to worry on it, okay? I
Okay,
will be taking care of it.
okay.
So 2 months in the sense, it depends on your performance. Like I'll be sharing the course content, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So here we are covering all these topics. So day wise, we are going to be preparing it. So on a daily basis, we are giving the assignments. You need to complete it. If it is not completed, means it is going to be extending this the days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it is depending on you. So
Mm-hmm.
not depending on the timeline like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to focus on
Mm-hmm.
this training with the help of the real-time scenarios. Everyone should be able to work with any company whenever you got a chance to work it. So
Okay,
you can put like around 5 to 6, 7 years. That much of experience we're going to be giving in the training.
okay.
So this topics we're giving it
Mm-hmm.
coming to the core Java, whatever it is required.
Okay,
Then moving on to the Selenium topics like this. Okay.
okay. If
So
I
this
miss
is
in the session, sometimes if I miss the session, so how can I get the session class? It's recorded. You can share a link to me or what?
yeah. So they will share the recorded session through Google Drive.
Okay. That going to be, can I save it that video or not possible?
Download access, I think you have it.
Uh-huh.
You can check with the team. Yeah.
But further, if I want to listen your classes again, so how can I,
That access they're giving it. Okay. They're
okay,
giving permissions to download access.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Fine. So see here. So I will ask some questions. So the session should be more interactive. So don't sit ideally in the session. So then only so we'll get some information while asking the questions. Other people also come to know. Okay. So that is the one of the requests from my end. So the session should be more interactive. Try to ask some questions, get some information. And here, why we are choosing this, the testing tools, codes, why we are learning it. So in the market, so there are so many courses are there. So why we will choose only the testing? So yes, why you people are choosing this testing tools instead of this Java, some other courses? You know the reasons.
Some people so doesn't have interest to developing uh,
Fine.
based on that they want to go with the testing tool. It is easy for to understand to do the testing the applications.
Yes, yes, good.
Yeah.
See here, for example, if you want to learn the core Java or Java, complete Java, we need to spend this 6 months of time. For the practicals, it may take again 6 months to revise the subject. It may be extended. It depends on your performance. So 1 year is completed for the training, like completing the course and revising the subject. After that, we'll go for the job trials. So here, you don't know when you will get a job. Suppose you are spending 1 more year. So total 2 years, we are wasting the time to get a job. If any person having that capability, like wasting these 2 years to get a job, then that person will fulfill their needs, their requirements. So they won't fulfill it. They need to wait for 2 years to fulfill their needs. That is somewhat difficult. Okay. So basically, so that is the reason the people will looking into this, the testing tools course. The goal will be here, like within a short period of time. So I want to get a job. So within a short period. So this is a goal of any person. Now they're preferring this testing tools. So it is also like easy. Hardly we can spend for 2 months to complete this course. Next. So we require 1 month for the practicals, or we have to revise the subject. The rest of the time, 3 months only we are wasting it. So the rest of the time we'll go for the job trials. Maybe we can get this job within 8 months, at least within a year. So instead of waiting for 2 years, so which one is the better one? So that is the reason the most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools. So it is very easy to work if it is consistently work as like a tester like throughout in your software career. So this is the best option. So there are no enhancements while you are doing the testing. So whatever the work you are doing as a fresher for the first year, after 10 years also you are doing the same activities in the testing side. I'll explain that one. So basically, every person, the goal should be like to get a job within a short period of time. So to get a job, what exactly we required it? We require this the subject knowledge, and we require this the practical knowledge, the real-time scenarios. We need to focus on it. Then once your training is completed and you revise the subject for 2 months, you are good at subject now. After that, what exactly we have to perform? So what we have to do it? So we have to place our resume in the Naukari and Monster. So then only the company people are interacting with you based on the skill set you represented in the resume. So here we will focusing on the resume preparation as well. And then we require this the interview cracking skills. So we need to crack the interview. So here this is the things are required to get a job within a short period of time. So everyone should focusing on these areas. So basically, suppose the HCL newly got one project. For this project, they are recruiting these resources. Now there are 3 vacancies or 4 vacancies, and they have the job description. So whatever having their requirement, and you are posting your requirement in the Naukari, in your resume, you need to provide the same skill set. You need to provide the keywords. So this HR people from HCL will looking into the resume you placed in the Naukari. If the job description is matched, then they will make a call to you and they're going to be asking it. So are you looking for any job? Yes. So you know that so and so technologies. Yes, I have the knowledge. I have the working knowledge like that. You need to inform it. Based on that, they're going to be scheduling a interview. Once the interview is going to be scheduled, you have to clear the interview based on the knowledge you gain. Just you practiced the command you have on the subject, you will clear this interview. Then they will say that so you got selected to this position like that. They will set the mail like this. So this is going to be happened. So basically, to get a job, everyone should learn the subject first, then the real-time scenarios, how the testing will be carried out, then the resume preparation and the interview questions. For every subject, we are discussing about that, like every chapter, we are discussing some interview questions at the end of the session. So this is a reason the most of the people are looking into the software testing tools courses. And one more thing, sir, if I'm learning the testing tools, how the market for the testing tools, the career for the testing tools, we have calls or not. So how can I come to know, sir? So just simply go for the Naukari website, and here you can search for this. So test engineer or software testing. We'll go with that QA testing. All are same nowadays. Okay. So here you can search for it. See this. They're posted like this. QA test engineer 6 days ago, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 14 days ago, like this. Say this is like festival season, right? We don't have much openings. So here we will get like this. So you can see this, the vacancy is like that. This 1 day ago, 6 days ago, like that. Lead software test engineer 1 day ago, 4 days ago, senior software test engineer. Like that, we'll get it. Okay. So there are more vacancies for the testing because whenever the development is exist, the testing should also exist. So we have to do that testing for the developed application. Okay. So there are few openings for the Selenium testing as well. If you search with this, say that one of the same website. So like 5 days ago, 4 days, just 1 day ago, Selenium tester TCS. So like this, there are number of vacancies. Regularly they're posting this 1 day ago. So you no need to worry on it. So we are learning anyhow like manual plus Selenium testing. So definitely I will get a job. So but you need to practice, do the hard work based on the efforts you are putting, then you are getting the results. If you're not working hard work, we are not doing any hard work, you will never get any job. Okay. So try to focus on that, practice it, so get that job. So that is your goal. So set a goal in your mind. I need to get a job within a short period of time. So then you have to concentrate on it. The next thing is here we have to understand that then we are moving on to the subject now. So this is like the overview of the career of the testing, why we are choosing it, and so what are the vacancies for testing like that. So we require the subject now. Now we are focusing on this, the first one, that subject. Now we are moving on to this. Before testing, we have to discuss about this, the quality. So basically, what is meant by quality? So do you have any idea about this quality? So it is clear, right? Any confusion? So moving on to this quality. The quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time in terms of time, cost, security, features, etc. So in simple words, we can define that the quality is nothing but the customer satisfaction. So let us consider a small example. So here, 1 second. So here, so you're making some reels. You're interested for the reason you purchased a mobile. The main requirement of that will be like the camera. So 108 megapixel camera mobile, you purchased it. Now you take a snap for a picture and we are verifying that the quality of the picture will having that capturing the all the details and it is matching that the 108 megapixel what we are expecting the quality in our picture. So here, if this one will be satisfying, then we can say it is a quality one. Suppose this picture is not satisfying, so it is not capturing the details clearly, then you are not going to be satisfied with this camera. So you can simply say that it is not meeting my requirements. This is not a quality one. So you are going to be giving the references for your friends as well. Don't purchase this mobile. So the camera is not working properly. So the front camera, back camera, both are so not working so clearly like that. You are informing it. So this is about this the quality. The quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements or not. We're going to be validating it. In order to check this, the quality of an application, we are moving for the testing. So why we can go for a testing to check the quality of an application. Now, what is mean by testing here? The testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting this all the customer requirements or not. So this is the process of checking it. Who will develop the applications? Basically, who will develop the softwares. The softwares are developed by the programmers. So who will develop it? The developers or the programmers of that people are developing it. Now that the developed application is going to be meeting this, the customer needs or not, we have to verify it. So that is going to be quality as like the testing is a process of checking the developed software is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. See here. So here I'm the customer. This is a software application. We are checking the camera. Camera is going to be meeting the customer needs or not. If it is meeting, then we can say it is working properly. If it is not meeting, then we can say it is a defective one. So it is not meeting the customer requirements. So this is what about the definition about the testing. Testing is a process of checking the developed software is going to be working as per the customer requirements or not. In simple words, we can define that the testing is nothing but checking the application and finding the defects. So this is going to be called as like testing. So clear? Do you have any queries? You can ask. Now we need to focus on this. What is the need of testing? If testing is not going to be happened, what will be happened it? So we'll see now. So basically, I'm giving this the general example first to understand it in a clear manner. So for example, here you are the customer. So I'll say this month is a customer. He requires one bike. So for example, assume it Pulsar 220cc. So this will be the project. And now, what are the requirements related to their bike? I already said that he need one bike. The mileage should be like 90 km/h, and the cc will be like 220cc. So we'll go with the red color, and we'll have to know that the short handle like this. Some requirements is going to be provided. So in the market, there is a company which company they're developing this Pulsar bikes. Bajaj company will provide that. Now the customer will approach to the company and provided these requirements. So I need a project like this. I need a bike like this. These are my requirements. So they said that yes, we will develop it and the cost will be like 80,000. So here initially they made an agreement. Now we go for this advanced and we book this as the Pulsar 220, the red color bike. So they're giving some time. Meanwhile, they're going to be delivering it or they're going to be manufacturing it. We don't bother about that. So initially, at that time, so they got that the profit on from a single bike like this 10,000. So this Bajaj people will get that profit. Now in the company, there are some mechanics or the developers. These people will develop the bike. And so and so date they're going to be delivering it. Now the customer is going to this company and they're going to be pick this bike. Now the bike is going to be delivered to the customer. Once they're going to be delivering to this customer, the customer is trying to using this bike. While using the bike is going to be giving this the mileage like 45 km/h. But actually, what exactly he required it? he is expecting it 90 km/h. So here the customer is getting like this. Now the customer is not going to be happy because the requirement doesn't match it with the help of this bike. So what the customer will do now? Whenever the requirements will doesn't match with this, what the customer will do now? See here, whenever the customer doesn't match the requirements, so here he will give a complaint to the company. Whatever the bike you are going to be delivered to us, it's not meeting my requirements. You can replace the bike or you have to modify the bike. So for replacing purpose or modification purpose, charging 20,000. Who will pay this money? You have to respond it, guys. Who will pay that money?
The company.
Yes, the customer paid initially like 80,000. The customer won't pay any money. The company has to pay this the 20,000 rupees. Now, what is the loss of the company here? The loss will be like 10,000. So why? Because they're getting a profit like 10,000, but the modification they're giving 20,000. So extra 10,000 is the burden for the company that will become some of the loss. Okay. So here in a single bike, they're losing this 10,000 rupees. In a day, how many bikes are going to be developed? They are developing this, the millions of bikes, and the loss will be like a million crores. If a company is going to be losing that much of money, they're going to be running the business in a proper manner. They won't run the business, they will shut down the business. So this company is going to be shut downing their business. So in order to overcome this situation, what this company people are doing nowadays, they are recruiting the testers. They will pay some salaries for the testers. Now the testers will perform testing on the bike before going to be delivered to the end user, whether the bike is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. So this is a situation the testing comes into the picture. So here, same like that, all the software company people maintain the testers to test their software applications before going to be delivered to the market. So for example, the Flipkart is one of the software application. Whenever they are delivering or running this business, they need to test this Flipkart before going to be giving to the market and starting the business, because whether it is a quality one or not. For example, if they are not maintaining the quality, how? We'll see one example. So you are selecting a mobile from the Flipkart. So you are added to the cart, you purchased it, and you are giving this the card details and click on enter. The amount will be deducted, but you are not getting the confirmation message. And you waited for one day, I waited for 2 days, still you're not getting any confirmation message, but your amount will be deducted. So what happened is the customer will think about that it is a false application. So I'm losing my money. So next time I won't purchase this product from the Flipkart like that. And whenever the friends or colleagues are going to be purchasing anything from the Flipkart, he immediately responded and saying like that, don't purchase anything from the Flipkart. It's a fault application. So I lost my money, 10,000, 20,000. So like that. So if people are continuously doing it, so no one is going to be purchase the product from the Flipkart. So like you know that the Snapdeals, one more app is there. So why the people are not choosing this the Snapdeals? Okay. So most of the people are choosing this the Amazon and Flipkart only. The reason is they are not maintaining this the quality product in their products. See, one more app will be there, but no one will purchase the products from this website. The reason is so they are not maintaining the quality in the product. So that's the reason. So people will go and purchase it on the Flipkart or Amazon. So that is the reason. So we have to know this. We need to perform this, the testing. So we have to check this, the quality of their applications to maintaining the product. So each and every minute point also going to be considering. So then they're going to be validating it. So this is about that the need of testing in present days. So whenever they develop, definitely we have to test it whether it is going to be meeting all the customer requirements or not. So this is about this need of testing in order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, we have to perform testing on any application. So here we have to understand that. So focusing on this. Clear? Any confusion? So that is the need of testing. Next, we need to focus on this. So what to test in any application? So as a tester, what exactly we have to test it? So here, let us consider this. A small example. We'll have this, the email application, username, password, and this sign in. So I'll go with this email, right? So on any application, as a tester, we have to test the functionalities and the non-functionalities. So focusing on this one. So here we have to understand that. So basically, as a tester, we need to test it. What is meant by a functionality? So coming to this Gmail, the username is call it as one functionality. So now, as a tester, we need to test it. The username is properly functioning it or not, working it or not. They are giving some specifications. They're giving some conditions. What is the conditions of the specification? The username should be in between the 6 to 40 characters. That is the condition they're giving it. Now we need to verify this. So whether it is going to be allowing 2 characters or the 3 characters like that. Suppose if I'm giving 5 characters, it should not allow it because the minimum will be like 6 characters. So here we have to focus on this. So if it is allowing 4 or 5 characters, it is a defected one. So it is not working as expected. So whenever we are entering anything, that should be in between that the 6 to 40 characters only. In between that the 6 to 40. This will be like that. Okay. So whenever they're testing this, the password, right? We already said that password should be like in the encrypted form. It should not be visible to anyone. So whenever I'm trying to enter here, so it is going to be giving the same thing. If it is like that, then we can say it is working as expected. This password field is working properly. This functionality is working fine. Same like sign in. The sign in is also one functionality. So here we have to focus on this. The sign in is also properly working. So like this, we need to focusing on that. The functionalities. Coming to this, the Flipkart application, what are the things comes under the functionalities? So what to test in the Flipkart, you have to understand it. So as a tester, we have to test this. So the groceries, mobiles, fashion, electronics, all these are comes under the functionalities like login, became a seller, more cart, research button, everything comes under the functionalities. These are going to be properly working or not. We have to test it. So this is about this, the functionality testing. Here we have to understand that. Next, we are moving on to this, the non-functionalities. Coming to the non-functionalities, the first one is like GUI testing, the graphical user interface testing. So here we have to focus on this. All the user interfaces are like properly working or not. Coming to this, the user interfaces. So like the logo of the application, the logo is properly visible or not. So this alignment, it is properly aligned it or not. The spellings, the background color, the font color, all are comes under the GUI testing that will become some of the non-functional testing. The next one is like security testing. Coming to this security, all the security conditions like the password, if you go with the debit cards or credit cards, the CVV should be so encrypted. Like this, we have to validate it. And the third one is like compatibility. Basically, the compatibility means, see, I'm opening this software application like a Flipkart in the Chrome browser. I want to open the same thing in the Edge browser. whether it is compatible with the Edge browser or not. So we have to focus on it. And the same application is compatible with the Edge browser, like Firefox, like that. We have to check it. This is about that the compatibility testing. So we need to check that the developed application is compatible with all the browsers as well as the operating system. So I'm using Windows Mission, the Windows operating system, and you are using the Mac Mission. So the Mac Mission, this Flipkart will be opening or not, or if you are using Linux Mission, so operating system, that Flipkart is opening in the Linux or not. So we have to focus on it. So this is what we need to understand in the compatibility testing. So going forward, we'll discuss in detail each and everything with examples. Usability testing. What is meant by the usability testing? The user friendliness of the application, how easily the end user is going to be interacting with that application. So basically, you know about that, the Samsung mobiles and iPhone, so which is more user friendly. So which one is more user friendly? iPhone, Samsung.
It's a Samsung, the user-friendly application.
Fine. So see here. So when compared to this iOS, Android is like the Samsung is more user friendly. So here we can easily download the songs and we can easily operate it. Coming to the iPhone, it is somewhat difficult to operate it. So here we have to install some iTunes again. Then here we have to focus on that. Okay. So directly it is not possible to download the songs in iPhone. It is somewhat difficult to operate it. So we need to focusing on this. This is about that the non-functional testing. So then how we are going to be test this functionalities and non-functionality. So with the help of human resource, then we are going to be calling it as like the manual testing. So whatever you are going to be testing with the help of the human resource. And whenever you are going to be testing this with the help of the automation tools, we're going to be call it as like the automation testing. The Selenium we are using. So this is a basic information. We need to understand this as a tester. What is meant by quality? What is meant by testing? What is the need of testing? So what to test in any application, then how to test it. So I'm stopping here today. Then tomorrow we'll discuss about this on real-time scenario, and we will discuss about this PSDLC development life cycle. How we are going to be developing a software application in the real time. It's a very important one. We will discuss it tomorrow. If you have any queries up to here, you can ask.
Yeah, yeah, Vasudev. Uh, After the completion of this course, is it possible to make CV? Can I get the support from you?
So that's what I'm saying, right? Will be helping you to prepare the resume.
Resume, okay. And what about the real-time projects also? You will,
Yeah, I'll provide one project while teaching it. I'll train you like you can do like any project, whatever the project it is. You need to do the testing whether it is like a banking, healthcare, insurance, any domain,
Okay.
anything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I want to introduce myself. My name is Sumant. I'm living in Europe. So I just came to vacation to India.
Okay.
Basically, I'm not a IT
Yeah,
now
yeah.
at the
Here,
moment
like,
because I studied in the IT sector. I did the job in the IT in the Hyderabad before 7 years before. Now I'm not.
okay.
So I want to switch to IT again. So it is better way to learn the testing now because it is doesn't that much not required to understand the coding like that. I
Yeah,
choose
yeah, that's
this.
what, right? It is very easy. So you
Yeah,
can survive anywhere.
yeah,
Anytime.
yeah. Was good. Yeah, that's it. That's my thing. Now at the moment I'm living in 1 month here, so I can
Okay.
easily to listen the classes at real time and live. When I go to next month, I'm going to Europe, so I'm not able to listen the classes at a time. And but I will
Yeah,
listen the
sure.
same class in the when I get the free time in the day.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. No worries. For me.
And that's only the purpose I asked you. Is it possible to download the videos or like that?
Yeah, yeah, you can have the access to read this videos. Okay. No
Yeah, yeah,
worries.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. This is my requirements. I told myself that's it.
And thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, tomorrow at
No,
the same time, the same class.
yeah, yeah, same time only.
Yeah. This requires 125 days.
Yes.
This course manual testing.
Yeah, yeah, like 1 month. Okay, like one
Okay.
month we will segregate
So
it and
what
one
date?
month.
What date is going to be finished next month? Same ninth or what?
No, it depends on your performance. Again, we are not giving the date guarantee. Okay, it may extend it or it may be completed within the time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, one more information. If I learn the manual testing, is it possible to get the manual testing jobs?
No, no, only manual. See, in market, right, the people are looking for the multiple skill sets.
Okay.
But there are less opportunities with the only the skill set of like manual. Definitely need to learn both automation.
Okay. Automation. Selenium.
So automation using Selenium. Then if you place this both in your resume, the resume will have some weightage.
Okay. Yeah.
Having this multiple people. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
whenever they're recruiting it, right, the recruitment will be happen one time, not for every month and not for every like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the people will looking for the multiple skill set for the future purpose as well,
Yes.
not for the 1 month sake, not for 2 months sake. They're taking the people like 1 year at least they need to spend it.
Yeah.
So because every time they're recruiting it, right, they're wasting their time and effort and cost for this for the recruitment process.
Yeah.
Lot of things are going to be happen, right? To avoid it, they're taking that who have the multiple skills they can use for both manual whenever they require, they can use the same resource for the
Mm.
automation as well.
Yeah. And I heard what is the API, and some people are asking also API also
No,
testing.
that is like application programming interface. That is easy.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a tool only 4 or 5 methods. You can use it and you will get the results.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.